Alright, welcome to Minecraft, and today I am going to be making a vintage brick tower or skyscraper. Depends on what you want to call it. I'm going to be using brick, polished granite, and mud bricks. Well, smooth stone. It's smooth stone slabs for exterior. To start, you want to find a good flat area. Build it on an even number, however wide you want. So I'm gonna do a 5 on each side, so a 10 block wide plank. Then I'm gonna use mud bricks to build it up a bit. Then every 5 blocks from the floor, I'm going to use more polished granite. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like this. Actually, it should be like this. I'm going to use polished granite, and I'm going to kind of mark out how high it's going to be. Don't know why. You drop this a bit. There we go. Should have fixed the problem there. So I'm gonna do a few stories here. So now we have 2. After this, we're gonna have 3. So just build it up until it looks tall enough. That's just the best way you can do it. Is if you want a shorter building, build it shorter. This is easily stackable. And if you want to, you can do 5 blocks. I may end up doing 5 blocks because this looks way too short. In fact, I'm gonna do that. And this will look way better. That way you can have 3 block tall windows. And once you do whatever, however high you want each floor to be, you should cap it off using smooth stone the whole way around. 2, 3, 4, 5. So here on the top, I'm gonna cap it off with smooth stone. And that is the front. I'm gonna double check that every store is the exact same height, and then you're gonna use bricks and go through, and you're gonna place every single you're gonna go through and place every single block throughout here. So it should look something like this on every level. I'm going to use Word Edit for these next few, just to speed up the process. that's that side done. That's a front. Then now you want to punch out holes for your windows. I'm doing 2x3 windows like this. That way we have enough room for 3 windows on each floor. Oh, that's only 4 blocks. Alright, and in the case that you have miscounted, you just need to push everything up by 1. And hopefully that should fix all of your problems. Just like this. You want every floor to be the same height. That way it is symmetrical like an actual building of this type would be. And once you get to the inside, you can make it to be any type of interior you want. I'm going to make a few different ones for apartments, offices, and hotels probably. Then once you get to the bottom, you want to do 2 of these and then 1 of these, about that size. Now so you're going to want to break those 2 blocks. Now you want to grab spruce planks, and you want to do that. And for the door, you're going to want to use spruce doors, or another thing you can use is mangrove. Dark oak also works too. So you could do dark oak, which would look something like this. You could use mangrove, which would look something like this. For this video, I'm going to use dark oak. You can also use spruce, which would just be spruce. Spruce is pretty easy to know what it's going to look like. If you want, and you have the shutters mod installed, you can also use shutters up here, like I'm doing. To actually have hinges up there and all that stuff. For windows, you want to get glass panes. Don't want to accidentally exit out of your game. And you want to fill in each and every window with glass panes. I have a connected glass resource pack on, but these windows also look decent with non-connected glass. Now that you have the windows done, if you want to, you can put eaves on the windows. You can make them a different color. If you want to make the building look abandoned, I would suggest green if you wanted to be semi-flooded, or brown if it's just anywhere else. And you can break out some bits of the windows. Yeah. Wand again, because I got rid of my wand. And first position, second position, / copy. Actually, I think I did it wrong. What's first position? Second position there, first position up here. I don't know, just this. Yeah, / copy. Oh, that's how the paste command works. Alright. Just be //delete. Place. I think I got rid of it all except for this stuff where I could just break it. I don't use the word edit mod much, and when I do, it is not in ways like this. I learned to use Axiom, and that's basically it. So if you mess up, you just use // remove full cube and then break everything else and hope you got it all. Either way on the side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You want to go out by 12. I'm going to grab this. Actually, it should be 11. 11. I'll just build this straight down. Just like that. That should be enough room. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. To fit in 10 of these. Then you just want to do that for every single side. Which may take a bit, but it'll be well worth your time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then on this side, you don't actually want to do that on the top though. Grab some bricks and do that. You just want to do that on both sides. Just like that. Then you want to grab stone bricks and do all this. So now that you got all of that, you just want to finish off by building one more support here. So now you got all your dimensions planned out, and you just need to fill it all in. When you fill it all in, just maintain the same pattern as you did for the first one. And if you want to spice it up with some variations of blocks, some building variations in general, like for example, maybe on the base I may want to use and this. I don't know how to spell andesite, but andesite. Or like you want to build a sidewalk maybe in front of it. So you just do this and you don't really care about the base too much. And you just want to use an andesite base all around it anyways though. The blocks you use do matter a bunch when it comes to building. And you want to keep the windows the same for all of these due to something else that's going to come along to the exterior. Here pretty soon, some of this probably will become completely outdated, but that's not right now, so it doesn't really matter. And once you get all this set up, you want to start filling it in. like I just did over there. And I thought it did good. Well, I'm just gonna do this. I'm tired of writing out commands and not just placing blocks, and this would take like 2 seconds. Alright, for the roof. I know the sky looks amazing, but you gotta have a roof. Want to use smooth stone to make it not look too shiny. If you want, you could put like an andesite layer below it or something. If I'm not mistaken, I think I have a mod that lets you place 2 slabs next to each other, but I don't even think it's brick slabs. Oh no, I am wrong, they're all brick slabs. Yeah, no, I don't have a mod that lets you do that. Probably a different mod. And once you get the roof completely filled out, you got a roof there, but there's a problem. Bad, it doesn't look too good, so we want to get a smooth stone slab and do this. There's a few ways you could do the side of your roof. You could even make it like more like this, where it takes up a bunch of space on the ground, or you can kind of do what I said you could do, but in a different way, where you could put an andesite layer and then some bricks and create an outline, which is what I'm going to do the whole way around it. So you just need to break out all this. I don't know why I just used bricks there. I wasn't going to do that, but I did. I'd say this looks better because it keeps up a pattern of the whole few layers and the site. Is not only does texturing matter in builds and variation matter, but patterns also matter in some builds. Alright, now that you have built up all of that, you want to start working on the fire escape. So you want to grab some copper. And you have to choose between oxidized or normal. And you have a bunch of blocks to work with, but you mainly just want to use trapdoors. I'm going to go with oxidized for this build. And you want to do something a bit like this, where you place it along the sides, and then you want to have a ladder that goes down one area of it. And you want to make one of these at each window until you get to the bottom. Now that you have made it here, you want to grab out ladders, and you can just throw them all the way down to, I'd say like 1 or 2 off of it, depending on what you're going to put on the side. Like here, you use some concrete and some slabs. Use some concrete and some slabs to build up a dumpster. Simple dumpster design, but I'm going to use a kelp block as a trash bag right next to it, which will then let me only use one of these. And you could easily just break in and out of these windows to actually use them. I want to put this a bit higher. Then along the edge, you could put like falling guards. It up to here, so you could have some of it looks a bit like that, or if you don't like them, you can just get rid of all of these. And keep it more like this. And if you really want to, you could put like copper balls down it, but that's going to interfere with the windows, so you can also just put like copper balls down there or something for like supports. Like something like that. On the back, that's still something I have to design. The floors will go on any of the interior design segments. Get rid of that. But on the outside, for the style I'm going for, I'm going to build in an alleyway. It's 2 blocks long too. And I'm going to make the sidewalk 3 blocks long to fit with that. Alleyway is 2 blocks long, so you can walk past any decorations you put up alongside the building. Like on this side, well, I'm going to get some lightning rods and use them as pipes. Go up to about here. What if you get the lever and do that? And now you just have a long thing of pipes going up it, or if that doesn't look stable enough to you, which it really doesn't, you get a smaller thing of pipes that goes up to like here. And you have pipes. But what are the pipes going to? Bottom, you get a piece of copper. What's it called? Wax chiseled copper. And put that down there like that. What is that? Pipe's going to something. On the back, you also want to just have a 2 wide thing. And a back exit that can use another type of door except for dog oak, because dog oak does not work, so I'm going to use mangrove, just like that. Around the back, it really depends on what you want to make, but just mixes of pipes and stuff like that. pipe. Like some pipes that go up by really any amount you want. So stuff like this. These work. Maybe like some cope things to look like more trash bags. Stuff like that. Up here, it's whatever really. Once you get to the top, you're gonna want to get some iron blocks and some rails. They have to be normal rails. This is a building hack most people know of by now. It really just uses rails and iron blocks to make AC units. But you can also use copper trapdoors. Particularly the oxidized ones look good to also make them. Then up at the top you can have a service at entrance up here that you could connect up or you could not. And if that looks too bulky, if you have a vertical slab mod, you could do something a bit more like this. Veil, then another type of door. Did not mean to do that. Spruce. I'm gonna use a spruce door, and I'm just gonna go down and put that here. Then you could put a staircase. This could be like your service level or something, or it could lead nowhere. One last thing you may want to do is if you get iron balls, lightning rod, and a redstone torch. You could make a few antennas. Like this. So that's just something you can build. Really simple exterior build for a tower. Just rustic vintage skyscraper. Like that. That is all for this part of a video. Then I'm gonna do 2-3 other videos, maybe 4, showing off different interior styles.